Anybody there? Good evening. Good evening. Hiya. Always wait for the first one to come on, so it's lovely to see you. And just getting ready for tonight's meditation stroke chat stroke whatever you want to call it. Don't know what's going to come up tonight, although I am feeling towards the history of things, so maybe that's going to come through and maybe it's not. So how's your day been? Has it been good? Have you been industrious? Have you been having a rest? Or have you been thinking about your new things that are going to happen to you in this world that is changing? And as we come into the change of that world, just for a moment I'd like you to reflect on the past, and especially to the land upon which you live. So have you ever thought about the land on which you live right now? You may be in a brand new house, you may be in a really old house. Doesn't really matter, because the land has been here a lot longer than you have. And do you ever think about giving thanks to that land for the foundations of where you live? And maybe extending that to giving that land, sending that land love for what it's given and for what it's about to give. And the land reacts with us, as you know if you've been listening to my meditations. The land reacts and builds with us, and the bricks and mortar are energy just the same as we are. So if you think about the land and the energy and the walls of your home, have you ever thought about thanking and feeling grateful for those? Because I believe that the land within whatever, whether we live in a tent, a caravan, wherever we live, under the stars, it's giving to us. And we're now entering an age of giving back to that land and recognizing that land and being at one with that land. And often within the land, there's layer upon layer upon layer of history. So it doesn't necessarily mean whilst you've been there, but maybe it could have been a place of an encampment. It could have been a place of just natural beauty. It could have been a place where cattle grazed, or where the animals burrowed. Or it could have been surrounded by horses. And if you're lucky enough to be on the edge of the sea, think about all the nature that comes up from the sea, and how that wave, when it bursts, is sending out nature energy to all of us. So we've got to think a lot about how we live and where we live and why we live where we live. And maybe you would like to change where you live. And it is possible. And some of you, I can hear you will be saying now, well, I haven't got the money, or I don't know how that's going to happen. But you have this massive machine called the self that can make it happen. And anything can happen when you put pure love intent upon it. And this is coming more and more to the front of our being right now. So we're all experiencing this change, and we're coming forward. And as described in Monday's meditation, it's about stepping forward or stepping up or shining your light and owning who you are instead of other people owning who you are or telling you what to do. And there are always rules within any society. So we all have to abide by and look and be respectful and honourable of the laws of the land. And as long as it resonates with you in your heart, that's fine. But if it doesn't, you may have to step outside now and again. So step outside of what is known to be the present boundaries. And by stepping outside and thinking outside of the box, you can really explore your whole being, your whole adventure of life. Surely we haven't come here just to get up in the morning, get our breakfast, go to work, come home, get the tea, go to bed. There is more if you want it. And there is more to expand into. And this is just the greatest time of opportunity for expansion of all. And things are really going to change if you want them to. And it doesn't have to be misery. It can be happiness, joy, laughter. How great is that? To step into the joy of who you are. But you see, sometimes this takes work. So sometimes to get into that joy, we have to track back and undo. And that doesn't mean you have to go and revisit somebody who was horrible to you, or going backwards into a very low paid job. It doesn't mean that. It just means we have to have a little wincy look in order to go, oh, I accept that part of my life, it's gone now, it's done. Okay, and that's it. Because we tend to, as humans, in the third dimensional world, which is changing to the fourth, which is going to go on to the fifth, and who knows where we're going to go. But I see it as a really good, opportune moment for growth. And for expanding all these wonderful ideas you've got stored in your massive brain. There's nobody with a small brain, it's massive. And it's all inside of you to collect and to adventure and to really experience, no matter what your age or your state of being at the moment. So you see, I've just spent a few years going back to go forwards. And I have to say, it has been absolutely trash at times. Okay? But I am so glad that I've sorted it out. Well, I say I've sorted it out. I'm so glad I'm stepping forward. Okay? And I don't know where it's going to end up, but you know what? It feels good. It feels good to step forward and to grow in your life of being. And it's just amazing when you accept your true self. And I'm still accepting that, learning to accept that. And I know parts of my journey that are ahead. I don't know how I'm going to get there, but I know I am. And I'm going to strive with every step and every breath to be the best version of me. Now, there are people that will never want to be like me or be the best version or want to own or understand what I'm saying, and that's absolutely fine. I'm just talking about me and what I've achieved, and so therefore I'm just a normal person. I'm not, I'm not an academic. I haven't been to university. I'm not downing those that have. That's brilliant, but it wasn't my pathway. So just follow your path. Follow what tells you in here what you should be doing. So if there are parts of you that are aching to do something or to be someone or to go somewhere, Let's get that forward. Let's get that ache out and start unfolding the pathway of discovery. Because there's so much more to come. And it's all about honouring you and being brave enough to step into the truth of who you are right now and where this world is going. And we all know subconsciously where this world is going because we've all had a look at it before we come here. So step forward, shine bright, shine pure, and give kindness and love to each other. And if it takes a bit of reflection where the body has to go through aches and pains that you don't understand, or you'll feel a bit down for a few days at a time, or maybe a few weeks at a time, as long as you know you put in your effort in to be the best person you can be, surely it's got to be worth it, hasn't it? So why sit still knowing that you want to bring in something different to your life? And it's really beautiful to actually step into self and discover and rediscover who you are, who you can be, who's out there for you, who's going to join you on your wondrous journey. And yes, it is sad to let go of the people that we've had to let go of. But they can come back when they're ready, if it's right for you and them. But sometimes you just have to let things go to move forward yourself. And then that other person can actually see a different space that they're in. So all is brilliant, all is good. Nothing is negative, only if you see it as negative. And as we ascend out of the third dimensional level into the other levels, be wise to knowing that there are other planets and other universes and other beings out there that are at much higher levels than we are. And in their worlds, there is no fight, there is no anger. And wouldn't that be wonderful? But we have to make the progress to get there and want that. So that's where I am, wanting to get there and to hopefully inspire others to think their best theme. So what is your best theme? What is your best thought? And yeah, there is no magic wand. Somebody told me that once and I was not impressed when they told me. So because everybody does just want a bit of magic now and again. But the magic is there, I can assure you. And that magical, what my mother used to say, oh, go and get the money off the magic tree. But actually, she was right, because you can manifest. You can manifest that magic and that abundance. It doesn't have to be money. It can be a beautiful friend, a wonderful painting, enjoying a beautiful book, sharing laughter in the park with your mate. So abundance is there for all of us. And as we become abundant in thought, then our lives become more abundant. So we give more and more, and we gain more and more. And there's a story of a man, I think I read it on Facebook actually. Story of a man that decided to pay his employees double their wages. And it was because of something he experienced where he could afford it and their employee couldn't. So he doubled their wages, and he was amazed by the productivity he got, and he got that return tenfold. So you see, by taking that brave step and paying his employees more, and they gave him more, and they made more for the company. It doesn't always work that way, but it's a wonderful example of paying it forward. So it's a really good thing to think about, is to be positive. And even in this time where we're on a roller coaster of energy changes, and it can make us feel tired, and it can make us feel grumpy and frustrated, it can make us stay awake at night, but we're all working towards the same thing, and that's growth, evolution, abundance, clarity, truth. And I feel really excited about that. So if I can feel really excited, why can't you? And in this time, I've been so abundant by meeting all these wonderful different people from all around the world. I would never have done that if we hadn't had this time. And I get things back from it. I get the reward of seeing people grow, or the actual magical energy of lifting something, a trauma, off of a person that they've carried for a long time. And it makes me feel excited and happy. So if you had a job like that, that would make you feel excited and happy too, which is where we all want to go and we all want to be. But enough blabbing from me now. So if you haven't meditated with me before, my team that gather around me use my voice as the vibration, so I blabber on all throughout the meditation. You don't have to listen to it. A lot of people go to sleep, or they call it sleep. They say, why do I go to sleep, Jane? It isn't sleep, okay? It's that you've been able to go in your deeper state of awareness. And when you go into your deeper state of awareness, that's when your greatest work can be done on you, yourself. Because these are individual journeys for you. This is, although we're doing it as a collective, we're doing it as individuals. So one meditation for one person will not be the same for another, because in meditation you connect to source and you get what you need. Or you can ask a question, and hopefully the answer will come to you. Even if it isn't in the next week, it will be in the next month or so. So, and sometimes it's staring us in the face. My book title was Staring Us in the Face, staring me in the face. And my team actually said, it's staring you in the face, Jane. And I was thinking, oh, what is it? What is it? I was going through all these names in my head. And then I was at a workshop and I said the phrase and it was there. I went, oh, and it was in my face because I always say it. So there we go. So it doesn't always come as an immediate answer. It may come in you looking at a signpost or getting a word from another. But the answers are always given for the time that we're in and the understanding that we're in. That will take us forward or answer something within us so that we have a better understanding of where we're going. Because that's all we can understand. We can only understand where we're going. We can't understand where anybody else is going, and we shouldn't try to. We may observe. We may try to help. But your journey is your journey, and that's what you should be concentrating on. So, take your time, settle down, and feel your shoulders drop this evening. Feel your shoulders go. So it's like a big fuel coming off your body. So let all the pressures, everything you've done today, let it all drop off you and fall to the floor. And you know, you may have had a really problematic day, just imagine all those problems coming away from your body and going out the window, or going up through the heavens or down through the floor. Just let it slide from your body and just be present and just breathe in your stillness. Start to concentrate on your heart and breathe the stillness of your being right through your body. So you're going right through the center of your body, right round like a big roll, going round and round. And each layer that comes off is just like you're feeling more and more peaceful. And you can get to the state of peacefulness very quickly if you do this. And as you know, I work with the abundance symbol, so that's coming in now. And it's being laid over your heart at the moment. And as it lays over your heart, draw in its energy. It's from the center of the abundance symbol. So for people who don't know what that is, it's at the center of like a figure 8, the infinity symbol. So it's the center, you're going into the center of it tonight. And you may feel yourself get really, really tiny, like the size of an ant. And that's okay, because when you're the size of the ant, you have to live life in a very different way. So you have to dodge things. You have to stop. You have to only wander out when it's safe. So here we're very, very present in the patient self. So go into the patient self and let your flow of being start to really relax. And then you'll suddenly be in a different spiral of light, okay? And that light is coming all around you. And it's a beautiful, beautiful fluorescent white light, but there's no beam on it. It just feels like it's going all around you and it's making you feel very, very lovely. It's the best medicine you can buy. And it's the medicine of the self that's there for all of us. And this medicine of self, when we link to source, can really help everything. It can help your attitude. It can help your medical conditions. It can help the mindset. It can make your body strong. Whatever it means to you, I'd like you to step into that white light right now, knowing what you will receive is the exact gift that you need. And for those of you who wish to go even deeper, start to open your heart, or imagine your heart opening if you don't know how. And I want you to receive in your heart. And don't worry if you feel physical jolts or shakes. It's okay, it's all good. And of course, you're fully protected in everything we do. There's just good here, just love. And expansion for you. But be present in that heart opening. Be present in who you truly are. Because this is phenomenal. The phenomenal you. And perhaps while you're here, you may wish to think about what you're learning at the moment. What is your life lesson at the moment? What is your life's growth and progression at the moment? And we'll all be different stages. None are wrong. And if you are in the minority of the people who think, oh, I've done something wrong, know that you haven't. Know that you've made a choice. And you've made that choice to experience something in your life. Because there is no right and wrong. It's experience. And it's how you choose to experience. And the more we get into that mindset, the more we'll be our best self. Because you are following your very own pathway. And your pathway is brilliant. And don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. Because often what we learn here on earth, we don't fully understand. But we gather the information and the education and the adventure of it all. And then when we go back to our eternal source, we rediscover again, but on a much deeper level, what we've actually experienced. So all is good, you see, because within each experience there is an awareness and an understanding and an opening, if you choose to take it. Choose to live your best life. And now let's go and play. So, there are globes of light, different colours lights coming in now. And I want you to pick your globe. It's going to be fun, okay? So you're going to, if you want, that is, you don't have to do any of this. You can just stay where you are. But if you want, you can get into one of these globe spheres, orbs of light, and go on a little journey and travel. And it's like you can go anywhere you want within the universe. Where do you want to go? What do you want to experience? Maybe it's just freedom for a few minutes. Maybe it's freedom of the human body. Or maybe you just want to experience total relaxation in the harmony of the angelic rays. And you might even hear the angelic choirs. Or maybe you want to go to your next stage of study and go into the Akashic records and find out more about what you're learning about. Or maybe you just want peace. Whatever it is you want to experience, pull that in to you now. And know every experience is love. And as you experience that loving vibration in this adventure ahead, it makes it oh so much more special. So all the energy in your globe of light coming through from Source and the outer universes, allow that to be the phase which you're in right now. And some of you, while you're in this space, will see things floating by. See what you see and see what you want. Okay, I can see a diamond ring for someone. So there's a celebration coming up. I can see a book for another. So there's some studying to be done. I can see a feather for another. It's a sign of somebody who's just passed, who's wanting to comfort you so that you know they're still there. And I've got a toothbrush. I'm not even going to comment on that. But you'll know what it means. Okay? And I've also got a note from the heavens. So somebody is going to get an actual letter from the heavens. So if you get a letter from the heavens, that's going to open in your dream tonight, okay? That's what they tell me anyway. So that's really rather special. But everything is special because we're joining in love and we're joining our source self and we're opening our hearts to receive. And what is better to receive? Nothing is better than love. And I have a little poodle-like dog coming in as well. So somebody's going to get a puppy, or maybe there's one that's just passed that looks like that. You'll know, who's ever receiving it, you'll know. And I get a trampoline, and that trampoline is for the person who's going to go whoosh, and something really big's going to happen. So it's a really big expansion of energy, and it's like you've waited for this for so long and it's just about to happen, okay? So if you're feeling frustrated or you think, oh, when is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? It's there. It's all, you're there. Keep digging in because it's there, it's coming. And you're going to be recognized for everything. That's fantastic. Wouldn't mind that myself. Okay. Just a little quiet time now. And you may feel this in your head, in your ears, an expansion through your ears, an expansion of vibration to receive even more from Source. Okay, so whether you are gifted clairvoyantly or with feelings or empathy or just a joking manner, maybe that will increase, okay? It will increase. And I want you to just send up a prayer for your loved ones and your ancestors. And that prayer will join them to you. And if you wish to spend a few minutes with them, this is the time. If they're not already in, they'll come forward to you now, okay? So this is the time you can feel, know, or hear, or see the comfort from your past loved ones. And quite often they make us laugh by coming with wings. My mother always does that. She's here now. But above all, they want you to know that you're amazing. To even consider this life. But the future is bright. No matter what we're told, know it in yourself. You can make your future bright. And you could expand your pleasure consciousness, your delight, your trust, and your belief in all that is will be well. Use your inner guidance. Talk to that inner guidance. Walk through and with that inner guidance. For there is no better tool in your toolbox. You have been born to this world with all that you need and desire. Take the colours of the rainbow now and wrap it around you. Feel it like silk wafting all around you. And that's the full spectrum of light. And we all need that full spectrum of light right now. Because it will give us the sustenance to grow, to stay here in the faith that all is well and beautiful. You are like the crescendo of a beautiful wave, bursting its way to the beach's edge. And when that wave hits the sand or the pebbles, it disperses and it looks beautiful, and it makes the pebbles and the sand shine. So the next time you feel down or a bit aggrieved, think of that image, like you're a wave bursting and separating to shine on even more land. You're in a beautiful place right now. Go deeper into that beauty now. Focus on that inner beauty. Focus on what it's telling you, how it's making you feel, and what it's bringing you. And let the magical breath of the heavens fill you. What is heaven? Heaven is you. What is source? Source is you. What is God, the creation? It is you. Believe in you. And now look at the gift that's being given to you. It's a great big box travelling through the sky, and it's got a massive bow upon it. And I want you to look at it and open it and see what's inside. There's nothing disappointing. You may be surprised, but there's nothing disappointing. Just open that box. Get in it if you want. And feel the energy. We are all about to be surprised in the most magical way. When we live with the word abundance and joy. Step into your joy right now. Know that abundance is there, and believe that absolutely anything and everything is possible whilst you're living in love. And I don't mean romantic love, although that's absolutely amazing. I mean the love in the self. To love in the self and have pride in the self and belief in the self and faith in the self. Knowing that you are exactly where you should be right now. And you are having a great impact on those around you. A positive impact. You are here to form part of this beautiful earth, and you are shining right now. You are standing tall and proud, or sitting tall and proud. You have to believe. Believe in you. There's no other way. And why wouldn't you? You are a treasure on this earth. And you're important. Okay guys, I want you to step into the infinity symbol now, and we're going to take the infinity symbol around our universe. For those of you who haven't joined me before, I always spend time working with the universe at the end, because it's really, really important to bless our earth and to cover it with light and send it love for what it provides for us. And it helps. It fills in the gaps. It replenishes where man has taken from the earth. And it's hoped that one day we won't take from the earth in the way we're taking now. We'll put back into the earth. We'll share with the earth as a sentient being. Because Mother Earth really is a living being like we are. Like every animal is, every plant is, every tree is, every bird is, every fish, everything within the sea. We are all important, and we are all part of the makeup of our universe. And when we honour each other, no matter what job you're doing on earth or how you think of another, when we honour all, we are in harmony. And that harmony will create a more abundant earth, and we will be able to raise our vibrations to transcend the next level. And it doesn't matter if you understand about ascension. That doesn't matter. Just keep going, keep being the self, keep standing in your light, but keep loving the earth and sending the love all around the earth. And I want you to take a stamp now, like a postage stamp, and I want you to post that to where you would really, really want our earth to improve. And I'd like you to send that stamp with the blessing of your light. And I want you to know, as you do that, the massive effect that you will have in love upon where that stamp lands. And some of you might see it. You might see that stamp brighten all that area around it. Or you might hear something good happening there. So never undervalue what you're doing here tonight, because healing the earth is really, really important. It's the most important thing. In my book, anyway. No earth, no human. So let's make it a better place. Let's honour each other. Let's get what we all want, what the earth wants, what we want as an individual. Let's cherish each other, nurture each other, have fun. Dance a crazy dance. The earth dances with you. And it provides. Let's get water into all the areas of the earth. Clean water. And let's get better living conditions for everyone. Not just those that have lots and lots. There's nothing wrong with having lots. But let's make sure everybody's got enough first. So now it's really rather time to come back from your travels. I hope you've had a great adventure tonight. Now you'll feel yourself, as you come back into your body, you may feel a bit of a restriction around the heaviness of your body. But don't worry about that, because you're coming back in as the light self, okay? So you've experienced the light self. Now let's hold it in here, okay? So get back into your beautiful physical body, whatever shape or size you are. Bless it with beauty, okay? Know that you are beautiful. Know that every lump and bump is beautiful because it's part of you. And come right back in now. And really focus on the feet, because you have to be grounded, okay? So come back into the body, wiggle the toes and the fingers, shrug your shoulders, make sure you're fully back in, and no anchors of gold are coming out of your feet to really ground you down to earth. So make sure you're very present in your human body once again, but you feel replenished, okay? I've had a great time here tonight with you. I hope you've had a great time too. Believe in you. You're awesome. And hopefully you're feeling pretty well now. So if you're still struggling with grounding, or you feel a little bit dizzy, have a biscuit, piece of fruit, something nice to eat. Or go out into your garden, have a wander around, but do not get into a car or use machinery before you're fully grounded, okay? It's important to be grounded. It's important to be centered, but above all, it's important to love you. Go and have a tremendous week. I'm still offering healing 30-minute sessions. So if you want a 30-minute healing session online, just send me a message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But enjoy your week. I'm here again on Monday for the next installment of whatever they bring. So with the love of Source, the light of Source, the breath of Source, I honour you and I send you my love, along with the universe's love. And thank you for being part of this evening. You're beautiful. Bye bye.